morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to each and every one. I'm allowing you guys to peep into my little secret, not so secret palace. My home is my palace, and I do what I do in my home. And it doesn't matter what anyone thinks, how they think. I spend my time doing constructive things to make me better. I love fun, I love play, but I am an advocate reader. I am an advocate reader. There are stories on top of stories on top of stories. That's why I came on social media, because I love to hear other people's stories. Encouragement, admiration, compliments, inspiration, aspirations, affirmations. So one of my pastimes is reading. I read everything. I read everything. The main thing I read is that book right there. That's my main book. Everything else I read has to comply to the master. I'm studying a master. I'm studying from the one who knows me. No one knows me better. There are days that I'm shy. There's days that I don't want to talk. There's days I don't want to be bothered. There's days I want to stay in the house. There's days I want to be in the sun. And God created me this way. Some days I'm super compassionate. Some days I really don't want to be bothered. Those are the days that I get on my knees even more. Those are the days I get on my knees even more. I read about people. I read about adversities. I read about struggles. I used to ask God to give me enough money to bless my children so they wouldn't have any struggles. And God told me no. You give them what you're able to give them. If they come to you and ask for a loan and you can help them with a loan, you give them the loan. God has answered my greatest prayer to see all 5 of my living children strong, fighting in their adversities, and that's what God wanted for me. I lost one son that almost put me in a box, and I asked God to never let me bury another child, and I thank Him for that. I want my children to walk me. I don't want to walk in front of my children or behind their coffin. And I pray over the world. When I read these things, it causes me to pray over the world, not just for me, but for the world. The world needs to understand this master. It was written by inspired men of God. They weren't dummies. They were educated. So God don't fight education. God don't fight you getting a degree. But it's not for everyone. Everyone can't sit still long enough to go to college. Some people don't have it on their mind. Some could care less. But God used all kind of men. God didn't just use the educated. God used men who had no knowledge, who couldn't speak. Moses was a stutterer. And I'm just using him as one example. But God used all of us. Guys, please stop thinking that God isn't using all of us. We are vessels of honor, or we are vessels or dishonor. And I'm saying all this morning because it's pressed in my spirit. Watching my children, watching the world, watching other families' children, watching people's lives. If enough money was the answer to all of our problems, these people, 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 these people. God created all of us. And I thank Him this morning, and I pray for the world. I pray for the world while I go through my own struggles and my own problems, my own abilities and disabilities, I pray for the world. I pray for the world that God come in your life, that you accept Jesus Christ. One friend of mine want to call me Buddhist because I was gifted a picture by one of my employees. One of my customers gave me a Buddha picture. She said, Mary, when you come in my home become peaceful. She had 5 children. She was a school teacher. She didn't even have to work. But she hired me to take care of her house and her handicapped baby. Her baby had a disability. I'm not going to describe it in no video, but her baby had a disability. And that baby fell in love with me. So I brought an assistant with me. But I saw that my assistant didn't follow through with the plan that I had for how to take care of the child and the house. Sometimes, I'm saying this to say this, sometimes when we want to help, sometimes we can't carry everybody. I'm not talking bad about anybody, but we all have differences. She might hear this video and might assume I'm talking about her. But guess what? If the shoe fit, my mother told me, wear it. So I'm not angry with anyone. I'm not bitter with anyone. But I'm speaking from my heart. I'm sharing some truths. When you get ready to go somewhere, and God have blessed you to walk through a door. I worked 46 years. I completely retired January 29th, 2023. I'm not going on nobody's clock. Not clock, on clock, any clock. If I be doing anything, I'll be doing it for me, and God will be putting my name on the door, or a name on the door. So I'm saying all this to say this. When God opened doors for you, you have to walk through those doors. But be careful who you're bringing in the door with you. Blessings and peace. God loves you. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Find you a book, sit in the sun, and talk to God. If you can't talk to anyone else, talk to God. Blessings and peace. Shalom. I love you. I'm out of here.